right, we back. Marcy Sports Talk in the building. Let's talk about two former Detroit Lions, Matthew Stafford and Kenny Golladay. Both of them are injured, okay? Golladay, his injury is undisclosed. Apparently, it's his hamstring again. I'm sorry, I just reported it was his hamstring. Stafford, his X-rays end up coming out negative, but just talk about it briefly. Kenny Golladay, tremendous talent, but they couldn't work a contract out. 2 seasons. He ended up signing for a $40 million guarantee, $76 million. And that's something that the Lions wasn't willing to pay him. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. And I think if you have him here, I think the receiving core would be hella upgraded. You got Hockenson working in the middle. You got Kenny Golladay outside. Quintez Cephas is looking great in camp early on. You hear, but he signed. Hold on. He was guaranteed $28 million at signing. His total guarantee is $40, right? Right now, his base salary is $1 million his first year because I think most of that money he got up front. So most of that money he got up front. So his cap hit is only 4.4, but his dead money is almost 30. So he got most of that money up front. Then he get $13 million up front the second year. Then he get 13 and a quarter in 2023. Then there's a potential out for the Giants. So he's had a lot of soft tissue injuries in his career. A lot of hamstring injuries. I don't know if that's just genetic or if that's him not playing last year or not, warming up in the offseason the way he should. But right now the issue has already started because he wasn't worth nowhere near that money because he didn't play the previous year. When he did play for the Lions, I felt if Golladay had played last year, Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn would still be here because they would have made the playoffs. People said, well, you're wrong. I'm not wrong because a lot of those games, even in the Arizona game, he didn't put up great stats. He did not put up great stats, but it was a difference maker. When you put up a number one, it's different. And I think, remember what they finished? Dogs. Wish they tell me what they. They finished what? They won't say. Finished what, 5-11? Let's just say they finished 5-11. I don't know what they finished last year. They won't tell me. So let's say they won 5 games. New Orleans would have been 6. They had guys I felt they would have won that game. Minnesota, one of the games, they would have been 7. And down the stretch, I would say they probably would even beat Houston, Minnesota, or Carolina. So I think they would have got in. But I think it's for the better. Sometimes you gotta look at a bad situation with a silver lining, and I think silver lining is Golladay do move on. I think the silver lining is Matt Patricia, Bob Quinn get out there. But Golladay, a lot of people in Detroit, blue collar city, hard working, show a lot of heart. He didn't show that heart. He didn't show that heart in Detroit. A lot of people think he could have played a lot. He had to play last year, and it was about his money. So I think a lot of people was upset about that. That he didn't play with his heart. He came in here and he came with that prima donna attitude, and he barely played. But that's up to him playing through injury. I think most people thought he didn't get his money, so he wasn't going to play through injuries. And like I said before, who am I to tell who and who not to play through injuries? Remember Javon? Was it no? Javon Walker. Remember Brett Favre called him out for not being at training camp because he was waiting on his money. He went out there and got his head cracked. And never got that money. So at the end of the day, that was his decision. He ended up getting his money. Seemed like the right decision. Hopefully he get healthy. No ill will there. Then with Matthew Stafford, guy Stafford. He has a swollen thumb. MRI came back negative, and I think you got 2 types of Detroit fans. You got the ones that's gonna hold on to Stafford and say it's not his fault, and which it was. A lot of y'all same people got mad at Barry Sanders for quitting. I'm talking to the old heads. I remember that. Like, I got mad at Calvin Johnson, and a lot of y'all still mad at Calvin Johnson. When simply a franchise that bring in at least $500 minimum on the regular season could just give him 1.6 his money back. He could be back in the fold. So you got some people that see that don't see any wrong in what the Detroit Lions have done. All right, they don't see the inconsistencies. But then again, Stafford quit, and nobody gets mad. He requested to be traded. Had Darrell Bevell been an offensive coordinator, he would have stayed. So, like I said before, I think a lot of things are going to change with Stafford going on. I think it's going to be a commitment to the run and not to padding the stats. But at the same time, I hope his thumb fall the fuck off. I hope his back get fucked up, because that's a better draft pick for us next year and going forward. Him personally, nothing personal. If the picks wasn't involved, I wish him the best. I know we ain't winning the Super Bowl this year. Go ahead and win it. But at the end of the day, there were a lot of... I thought that his draft stock would be working down due to the back injury. I thought his the back injury and the consistent injuries that we were lucky to get a second round pick from. But people started valuing him. People thought Detroit, the Lions, was a problem. And it's his chance to prove it now. But one thing that's glaring, that Lions fan, that he got pulled out a few games last year. Remember, he missed like the entire previous season. Remember, he missed like most of the entire previous season with a back injury. At 33 years old, you don't get healthier in the NFL. Not without a little assistance. You don't get healthier. So this can go down as the biggest risk in NFL history, the risk they're gonna write for LA. And this can go down as the biggest finesse in one of the biggest finesses in NFL history. You know what I'm saying? So the previous year he played 8 games. This year he did play 16, but he didn't finish all 16. So we'll see. Theo Riddick, he retired. He called it a career a couple of days ago. And people understand the average NFL career is not that long. People see all the great starters. People see all the Marino and Peyton Manning playing a long time and Tom playing. That's a true anomaly. The average NFL career is 3.3 years. So you gotta remember, it's a 52, 53 man roster. Not everybody play 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. So it is what it is. So let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, response, your video quest. Twitter's the fastest way than Facebook and Instagram. Reach out anytime. All those links in the description. But to make a financial donation, Cash App CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate. Share video. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you guys think. Check the Detroit Lions Talk playlist one time. Peace.